everybody. How y'all doing? Hope your 4th has been awesome. I have a really cool guest that I've been waiting to talk to for quite a while. I haven't seen her face in a little while. We had a little video trouble the last time she was on, but she's actually an investigator, a sensitive. She is the founder and member of Dark Doll Paranormal. She's a model. She's been in rock videos. Let's see, what else has she done? Oh, and she may be a vampire. But we'll talk about that here in a second. Alyssa, how are you doing tonight?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
Is that a good enough read? I mean, my God, I tried to list everything.
You had me smiling. That was a beautiful, beautiful introduction. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So, what has been going on with you? Because a lot of people, they're kind of like, who is Alyssa Onyx? So, kind of tell them about who you are a little bit first, just in case they missed the last couple of times.
Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, you basically hit every nail. I am Alyssa Onyx, Dark Doll, answer to both. I'm a makeup artist by day, and then at night, whole different story. Been a paranormal investigator for the past 8 years professionally, and I think you can use the term professionally because now it is a thing, it's a big thing. But I've been involved in the paranormal since I was 2. So I came to terms with that very quickly, obviously as a kid, and it's just stuck with me until now. And luckily I've been able to kind of make a brand and a company and I guess a character out of it. But yeah, I've been doing makeup professionally for 8 years as well. So that pays my bills, and I've gotten to, live in so many different cool places doing that, meet so many cool people. It's really played a huge part in who and what I am. I'm able to, I was the funny looking kid that didn't really have a sense of style, and then all of a sudden I found, makeup artistry and just transformed. And I'm able to do that with my clients and customers. Just transform them into what they want to be. And then the vampirism thing. Yeah, that's a thing. You had my booze, Logan and Daly, on very recent, and we have, or they have the Vampire Court of Austin, and I'm a proud member of that. We're going strong now. Yeah, it's basically what it sounds like, just a group of crazy vampires. Yeah, take on Austin, but all in positivity, all in a positive light, nothing dangerous, evil, negative, nothing like that at all. And if you follow me or follow them, you see that. But no, it's been busy. There's a lot going on in that world, and makeup and ghosts. There's a lot going on. I don't know where to start. Right now we're in pre-production for Scoville's film Swinging at Shadows, which is a follow-up to Voice of the Unknown, which is now available on Amazon. Woo! It's reaching audiences and continuing to make people's eyes, get a little bit bigger, and people's interest getting a little stronger, which in the paranormal community, as you know, Selena, is huge. So that's going on. We're actually brainstorming today some ideas, things that are floating around. And then, yeah, there's also ideas for the Vampire Court floating around. People very interested in putting us out there in a bigger light, which is all I can kind of say right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The True Life episode aired, oh gosh, when was that? In the spring? March? April? I'm so screwed up with my days and times right now. It's so crazy.
I saw it. I know that. I just
yeah. And it was great. I think 20 minutes is it's too short of a time span to really go into detail about who and what we are and what we believe and what we do and how we think and I wish it could have been longer, but again, there's other things coming into play that'll probably put that out there a little bit more. So we did that. We've got a lot of charities we're involved with, things that are coming up. We have our meetings where we get together and brainstorm and do certain things. But this fall, we're actually walking in Austin Pride's gay parade, which we're so excited to do. Yay! Yeah, that's huge.
That is cool.
It's going to be because we will never know what it's like for the gay and lesbian community as far as getting equality rights, but we can kind of relate in the sense of who and what we are.
Mm-hmm.
We're either accepted or we're not. And I don't know, but I think with every new year, society opens its eyes a little bit more. And I really do believe that one day everything and anything is going to be accepted and everyone is going to have their rights and be able to do whatever they want and live life. So.
Well, that's why I had Logan and Daly on, so they could kind of, because when I tell people that I have friends that are vampires, they're like, what the hell? And they think I'm crazy. And I'm like, you know what, whatever, but they're my friends and I'm learning. And, I have an open mind, and you should too, because it's not what you see on the shows and the stuff like that. And, Logan was so funny. You told me, watch his reaction when you ask him about Twilight. He's gonna flip. And he did. Yeah. He was like, oh my God. He goes, if I could, like, totally go back and just wipe clean Twilight, I would. But he goes, the organization part is more like True Blood, which is, cool to me, actually, because I love True Blood. I know it's a little bit far-fetched and it's out there. Logan was joking that y'all don't twinkle or sparkle in the sunlight.
Well, I do, because I wear glitter and I
wear
makeup, but no, that's, yeah.
He said normally we don't do that in the sunlight, I wish we could move as fast as they do, but not yet. But they were really, really cool, and that's why I want to educate the public and my audience on what it is, because when I was in New Orleans, I couldn't wait to tag you when I was in that boutique do vampire.
Yeah,
there, and I was like, woo, I felt something was in there. It was really strange kind of feeling, but she was real cool, and we walked around and looked around at stuff, and then we were like, okay, we've been here, and I was asking the lady, does she know Logan or Daly, and she's like, no, and I'm like, well, you probably wouldn't tell me if you did anyway, but that's cool. And I was, whatever. And so we left, but the shop was really cool, but it seemed commercialized as far as that went, trying to push it out there a little bit, but I do like the shop. It was really cool, but I'm learning, and I'm glad that you're teaching me a little bit at a time so that I can. And they were teaching me too. They're like, there's the energy vampires and there's the sexual vampires, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good with both of those. And I'm like, I have no problem with either one of those. And then the thing about the blood, I can't remember what she called it, and I was like, yeah, I don't know about that, but to each his own, and I'm not judging you.
And
but I totally get the sexual and the energy vampire thing. Totally get that.
Yeah.
So. Don't blush.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. And it's like, Will and I have been talking today, just, me just talking a little bit more about my upbringing and what I was like as a kid and how this has all come about. And just, I kind of have to stop and go, God, like, nothing really shocks me anymore. Nothing really surprises me. I'm just very open to so many things, and I've been spending a lot of time, with my family the last couple of days. Summertime, everyone's together, and just kind of, I don't know. I'm just really thankful for even though there's bad stuff out there about me and people that want to see me fail, and I think that's everybody. Everybody goes through that. You have bad seeds. We talked about it last time I was on.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm so thankful for my mindset, and because I was the kid that my family feared would not get on an airplane and not be able to go to the grocery store and not make doctor appointments for herself. I was that kid, and so to be who I am now and doing what I'm doing, like, they're all just like, cool, whatever. They don't 100% agree with a lot of the things that I do or say, but it's like you said, teach their own.
Yeah.
One day everyone's going to just be 100% accepting to everything.
Yeah. It's getting there. I mean, it's slowly but surely getting there. But I never thought that we could have same-sex marriages. I mean, my wife and I've been together almost 18 years, you know, and we went to Vegas and got married. And no, it didn't mean anything. It's just a little piece of stupid paper. And no, Elvis did not marry us, but we thought about it. But you know, now it's legal, but not here. And so the good old boys are going to take a little bit of time because they're kind of hard headed and set in their ways, if you haven't noticed. But yeah, one day, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about the Vamsta Vixens, because I saw the website. What is it? Isn't that how you say it? The Vamsta Vixens?
Yeah, Vamsta Vixens.
Okay, so I was like, see, I was telling Daly, I said, what is it about you vamp chicks? What is it about this? I said, he's beautiful too, talking to Logan. And I said, and you guys are like, Jesus Christ, with all your pictures, are you trying to kill people? And she was laughing. And I said, no doubt. And then I found this website, and I'm like, oh my God, there's more.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's new. Within the last couple of months, Adora Lord kind of, oversees that, and she's the beautiful girlfriend of Maven Lore, who is part of the New Orleans Vampire Court, and they're so cool. They're so much fun. Oh my God, I can't even. They're just like Logan and Dave. This community is just, man, everybody's just so happy and lively and accepting, and I just have never been a part of something like that, and it's just so refreshing and so great. But yeah, Adora started this, this great, and I mean, it's growing. Like within the last week, there's just been a handful of new models that have been released, and so I mean, I'm proud to be a part of it. I kind of just reached out like, hey, I have a brand and a character, if you're interested, and I know we briefly met. She was like, yeah, absolutely, and put me on board. And Daly's in there, and I haven't got to meet any of the other girls. I don't know that I have any of them on Facebook, but the New Orleans Vampire Ball is coming up in October, which is going to be huge, crazy. And I look forward to meeting a lot of the girls there. But it's girls that come from similar backgrounds. They weren't supported growing up. They didn't really find their way. They were kind of the outcasts. They were kind of shunned, and then just kind of, broke down all those barriers and said, this is who I am. This is what I'm
kind of like a big F you, and here I am, and like it. And I like that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have it any other way. Like as a kid, I struggled with not being cool and having the good grades and being nominated for prom queen. Like I'm glad I didn't get any of that shit, because I don't think I would be who I am right now. I think I would be stuck still in my hometown, unhappy, and be 62 and wake up and go, oh shit, I should have done this. I don't want to have those regrets. So it's girls from similar backgrounds. So yeah, it's nice to be part of it.
All I could say was going through it was wow. And okay, wow. So good job on that. So let's talk about Swinging at Shadows, and tell me a little bit about how that is going. I know you can't really tell me a whole lot because somebody would probably put the hammer down.
I can give you tidbits and pieces. First of all, diversity is a big word, because there are so many different personalities that are a part of this film. There's not going to be a single person out there that's not going to find some interest in at least somebody or something they do, because there's so many different personalities. And again, it's so cool to be a part of that, because I'm accepted and my lifestyle is accepted and being showcased, and that's huge. And then there's other people that are, there's musicians and there's psychics and there's Wiccans. And there's just a plethora. There is a smorgasbord of personalities that are going to
a buffet of the paranormal and beyond.
Basically, yeah. I mean, it's like even today, just kind of going, wow, like stopping and realizing the differences.
And so they all come together then. They all come together for this. That's crazy.
Yeah, and embark on these paranormal extravagant journeys. I mean, that's just a big deal. That's a big deal, because I think right now the paranormal community is getting man, it's just kind of exhausting. You know, there's just not a lot of what's a good word? There's no real sparks going on. There's nothing that people are going, okay, well, I've seen these.
Something similar to that.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to see these videos of these haunted locations and hear an EVP, or maybe see a mist around, or hear a door being shut. You know, you if you really wanted to, just about anybody can experience that if you go into a heavily haunted location.
Yes.
But throw something different into the mix. And Voice of the Unknown did that. I mean, there were things on there that I had never seen in all of the shows I grew up watching and all the movies that were out there. It was just, there's so many different things showcasing that film. Now this has taken it even up a couple, not even up a notch, like a couple of notches, just as far as the different people that are going to be showcased. Not only people that dabble in the film all the time, but people that have never really seen it.
I love those kind that we can.
I know, because you never know what reaction you're going to get. You never know what's going to happen. It's not on a piece of paper where you're having to read, okay, you need to have this, you need to look like this, and you need to try to cry if you can, you know, try to sweat a little. You know, there's none of that. It's all real and real people, as real as it can possibly get. So
it's good. That's good.
I'm so excited.
New Orleans, I think we have in common a love for New Orleans. I just got back from New Orleans, and I did an event there with the guys from Deep South Paranormal, Randy and Kevin, and then Chris Melanson. He is the tours. He owns the NOLA Ghost Tours.
Yeah.
They do the Gemini, and so we did the Andrew Jackson Hotel. And girl, I tell you what, there were so many spirits in that place. Oh my God! There's more dead in New Orleans than there is actually living.
Yeah.
And there was a child that kept following me around from room to room to room. There was little boys that died in a fire there. And another little boy jumped from a window trying to escape the fire. So I had like children, because I have a little boy, and I sat and told them on the floor Indian style with my periscopes and stuff around me to know if they were around me. Because, I mean, I'm a empath, but I can't see them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless I have like visual toys to see them with.
Yep.
So I was sitting there, and it was like me and 3 other women, and it was the most amazing experience. I said, I have a little boy that's 12 years old. Actually, he's fixing to be a teenager. I said, you want to come sit by me? I felt this huge thing of cold air, and I mean it. I was like, holy crap. And you know, you want that to happen, and then all of a sudden the periscope.
No doubt.
And the medium that was over in the other corner says, he's sitting right next to you right now. And I said, yeah, he just touched my hand because I felt it. And I was like,
so
holy crap. It was the most cool experience, but I never had been to New Orleans. So I had never known what kind of feeling that place has. And wow, is it electrified?
Absolutely. I mean, I can't describe it. I was lucky enough to grow up going as a kid. I because of my dad's career, I mean, I have family in Louisiana. I even say Louisiana. I have never pronounced, even in school, teachers were like, no, that's not how you pronounce it. I'm like, well, I'm kind of from there, so kind of, yeah, Louisiana. And then my brother was there for a long time, married a Louisiana native. So I was lucky enough as a kid to grow up going to New Orleans. Like, I would go to Jackson Square as a kid and get henna tattoos, and I'm so thankful for those experiences. But going now with coming into or really acknowledging, putting out there who and what I am, and going and experiencing it, it's so hard to describe that city. I mean, it just, oh my God.
Well, the feeling that I got just walking into the shop, that boutique, you know, with that lady that was there, I felt a different, even my cousin who's a sensitive, she goes, wow, there was something like heavy as shit in that place. And I go, yeah, I know. I was like, shit. And I talked to her for just like 1 or 2 minutes about opening daily. And I go, okay, well, I love your shop. Got to run. And when I walked out, you could feel it kind of like lifted off of you. It's just kind of a heavier feeling than the normal. But I could, I can feel that shit. So it was kind of, that place is crazy. You could like walk and be sweating your ass off. And then all of a sudden this cold thing runs right. I go, some just walked right through me. I don't know who
Right?
it was, but it felt good. I wish they would have stayed a minute because I'm sweating.
I know, yeah, it's, yeah.
It was humid as hell, so I don't know how you girly girls do it with your hair and stuff all. Because the three girly girls I went with, God help me, I will never do that again. I swear to God. I won't. But
I know.
hair going, hairspray. I mean, they were like making fun of my gel. I'm like, look, it takes me 30 minutes to get ready. It takes you guys an hour and a half each to get ready. So I don't even want to hear this crap. And I had more bags than I've ever seen in my whole life. The whole back end of an expedition was just packed with their crap. I'm like,
I believe it.
never again. So how do you even do it there is what I'm thinking on this hair y'all got going on. So
my hair's naturally straight and flat and boring, so it's really nothing. Like I've hairsprayed it, and it's just kind of crap. So it doesn't really. I don't deal with frizzy hair, luckily. And even when we went to Padre, like it was humid there, and then we got out of the car, like I think Bailey was like, my hair, and I was like, it looks fine to me. Like it's all full of body, and I'm envious, so. Rock it, because I have no life in mine. I just let it do whatever. But no, I'm glad you got to go to New Orleans and experience it.
We're going back August 30th. Actually, I'm taking Dakota
Nice.
Lawrence, and we're doing. He's doing two
cool.
galleries there at the Gemini. And the thing about the Gemini is, and a lot of people don't know this, is it was a gay bar back in the 70s and a gay church. And then because some guy got pissed off, there was one way in and one way out in a staircase. And then there was bars on all the windows upstairs. Well, he got pissed off because he got kicked out, went back, set the fire, and 32 guys lost their lives in the fire. So,
God.
yeah, it's really sad, but because it was the 70s and because they were gay, it was kind of like swept under the rug. They didn't want to talk about it. Well, Dakota being gay, I'm gay. We're going to take Dakota in there and see if we can't get contact with those guys, because the only thing that Chris and them have gotten contact with is kids that died of yellow fever or something like that before the gay bar thing. So maybe me and Dakota can bring out some of those guys.
Hey,
to us.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
But I'm going back, and I'm going by myself, so therefore I'm going to have 2 bags, and that includes my equipment. And I will have a lot of time to run around and do things. It is crazy. I'm telling you, I love my friends and my family. Don't get me wrong, but that was craziness on my part.
Yeah. So I love it. I'm so. Oh, I mean, I'm just. Will and I were just talking about this today. Austin Pride is coming up. Like I said, we're walking.
When is that?
It's September 15th through the 21st, I believe.
Okay.
And this is going to be my first time experiencing Pride in Austin. I've gone to LA, and that was a whole bag of fun. But Austin, it's just, I am going to be like an 8-year-old going to Disneyland. It's just I'm going to laugh and cry and probably experience because I'm just, and I don't think it necessarily comes from working in makeup and working with drag queens and knowing them. I, as a kid, was drawn to, I'm a huge fan of James St. James, who was one of the original 90s New York Club kids. I cannot express how I felt as a kid. Just, I've just always been so drawn to that community, and just now being able to work in it professionally around these individuals and knowing their names and, following RuPaul's Drag Race, like, going to Austin Pride is just, oh my gosh, like, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I'm so supportive of the gay and lesbian community, and it makes me so emotional, because I'm so proud to know people like you, and know people like the makeup artists I work with. These are some of my best friends, and to be able to conversate with people like James St. James on Twitter and know them, and know that they know I exist. Like, that's my dream, is to take people like James St. James and Willem and all the crazy queens that I follow, just take them ghost hunting. Like, oh my gosh, it would just be a trip.
I would have to witness that. You know this, right? Because I had an experience when I was younger, when I first started going to the bars, and my little girlfriend Bridget would dance, and then there would be drag queens that dance. Well, I'm sorry, I'm from Lancaster, Texas, and I've never seen a drag queen before, sir. Okay, well this guy, me, I had no idea it was a dude. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Put his leg up on my. I looked up in there. I didn't see nothing in the way of no gonads or anything. I was shocked.
Right.
So of course I had about 5 or 6 Smurf piss drinks in me, and I got a little ballsy, and I said, "Hey, personal question need to ask you. Is that cool?" "Sure, girl." I was like, "All right." So I asked the way, and he told the way, and I was like,
yeah.
Needless to say, I needed another Smurf piss drink after he told me how he does all that. But I had a lot of respect. I have a whole lot of respect for him because I, as a girl, hated when my mom put a prom dress on me. I hated when she put nails on me. It just ain't who I am. But for them to get all into it, and I mean get into it, you go, girl. That's all I gotta say.
Anytime I've cried more watching RuPaul's Drag Race than really anything else. I mean, oh my God! And if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, I'm constantly talking about him and posting videos like, Alaska Thundercock and just all these girls. I'm just like over the moon. I mean, they're on my bucket list of people I not only want to meet but work with because, I'm able to create, here's Wednesday. I had to move him. He's playing with Candace. And Wednesday Adams, he's my little gay baby. He's a gay man. I know he is, and he's
I think my puppy's gay too, but that's okay.
Wednesday is a queen. I love it. But being Dark Doll in my brand, it is heavy makeup and 4 sets of lashes on at the same time, and drawing beauty marks and big hair. Like, I loved that as a kid. I was drawn to that extravagant look and personality, and so to see RuPaul take not only the gay and lesbian community, but the drag queen community, and make it what it is today. Oh my God, it's just like I get goosebumps talking about it. It just, I don't know, everybody's got their things and interests and niches in life, and I just so happen to be the vampire that is obsessed with drag queens and obsessed with the gay and lesbian community. And I'm just, Austin Pride is going to be, I'm literally counting down the days. Like
if it's September 21st, which I hope it isn't because I'm actually going to be in Vegas, but which really sucks. Kind of.
Yeah,
not really. But no, it should be cool. But I can't. I'm very proud that you're walking, and I'm glad that you support me. And that's why I said you support me, I support you. That's what friends do. When you came to me, it's like, I'm hanging out with this vampire, and I'm like, okay, I didn't even know that really existed. Can you tell me what that's all about? I want to know what my friends are interested in. You know what I mean? I want to know what that all is about. And so that's why I asked you to educate me. And man, I'm telling you, I said, Daly, she's doing a great job because I'm learning a lot. And she goes, that's good. I love her. She's one of my besties. And we had a great visit. But I wanted to talk to you also about the Vampire Ball that's happening in Austin.
Yes.
I am planning on going with Lisa.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And she is wanting to know, she goes, who do I dress up as? And I go, I don't know, because everybody's going to be dressed up as Sookie, and I'm going to be like, so I'm thinking maybe Eric for me.
Okay.
Maybe Eric for me, and then we don't know about Lisa yet. She's trying to figure it out. She goes, what would one wear to a vampire ball? So can you tell one that doesn't know what you wear to a vampire ball besides leather and dark clothing?
I mean, that's a good question because even at like last year's ball, just the not only the diversity in people that went and personalities, but the attire. And last year was new to me. I had just been brought into the court. So, I was Austin way of vampirism in the court itself because, it's no secret. I can talk about it now, but, Zach of Ghost Adventures is who introduced me into vampirism, and it helped me kind of through my awakening process, and that is what it's called. So I was seeing, it in kind of a different light, I guess, and that's normal. Every place has their community and court or whatever, their group of vampires, and so it was all new to me. This year, it's a Romanian theme, and there's people in the corner like, I don't know what to wear. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. So bringing it up, and I don't know what I'm probably gonna. I don't know. Like I don't even know what my costume theme is going to be, but it's probably, I don't know. I'm kind of off in my world. It's probably going to be very drag-esque, very over the top and very different. I know Daly's probably going to have a gorgeous ball gown on, just something extravagant, which is, that's her. And I think there's going to be a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of ball gowns and just
It's probably going to be a lot of Prince shirts, those white, fluffy, like the way Prince used to wear those white, fluffy shirts. Excuse me, Prince. You were probably, 6 when Prince was...
But I knew who he was when I was little.
Of course, my God.
I knew who that was.
He wear high heels better than any bitch I've ever seen, actually.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody. I said, man, I would break my neck if I tried to move like that in a pair of high heels like that man does. And a lot of my cousins said, isn't he gay? And I'm like, hell to the no. That man pulls some good-looking girls, man. I'm talking, Sheena Easton was talking about her sugar walls after he got hold of her. And, I go, Apollonia was talking all kinds of nasty stuff after he got done doing her. So Prince got it going on. So I'm telling you right now, that boy ain't nowhere near gay. He may dress more feminine than I do, but shit, I love Prince.
Coming from such a small town, like, that just wasn't, it wasn't necessary. I'm not going to say that it wasn't, and I don't remember, there was really a lot of, I didn't have any gay friends growing up in my hometown, now that I think about it.
I'm sure not.
I know, but it wasn't, I don't think there was a negative stigma at all. I don't know. I just remember being so little and just so drawn to, man, I don't know. I think everything in my life makes so much sense now. I look back at things that now, again, spending time with my family and just talking back on, or talking about what I'm doing now, and where did this part come from? And where did this come from? And why was I like this as a kid? And my mom just said you were just always drawn to more extravagant, different things, and it just makes sense who you are now. But no, the Vampire Ball, 25th to 26th, there's going to be like pub crawl, and just getting people to come. And I think last year there was so much success, and this year it's going to be huge. Like, I'm almost to the point where I'm a little worried that the venue is going to be small because of the people that are coming. I mean, it's especially with the True Life thing and the media. A lot of Loner and Daily. It's out there. It's being talked about, and so people are going, "What is this ball thing? What is this? What is this all about?" It's just going to be a big, fun, extravagant, happy, lively, crazy time, and probably similar to what you do see on the True Blood episodes, these extravagant parties, Interview the Vampire, just big gowns and just glamour and just fun times. But as far as the attire goes,
You're stumped.
I know, yeah.
Eric was, however many hundreds of years old, so I'm sure that there was an Eric era that they showed on here that I can get my outfit from. But I was thinking like long black leather trench coat and something like that. Yeah. Who knows?
No, whatever. Like I said, there are ideas that I love Etsy. I'm a big supporter of Etsy. I actually got this from a maker on Etsy. It's a customized necklace.
That's awesome.
I love it, and I support the person that makes it and have her advertise her shop. Etsy's a cool place to get some ideas, and that is where I'm piecing together. I've got some things saved that are just It's really extravagant. Um, yeah. So, but no, it's good to start planning early because, it's, like I said, it's going to be a big, big deal. Um, so yeah, but Romanian Nights is the theme. Um, yeah, and
Yeah,
but
it's gonna
again,
be
diversity. There's you don't have to come dressed it's not like you're not going to be really let in if you are not dressed to some degree, but it's not going to be, okay, it's got to be this way, and you have to act like this, and you have to have things in. I mean, it's not like that at all, but definitely take advantage of the extravagant theme of Romanian Nights. Really.
Well, I can't wait. I mean, seriously, me and Lisa
I'm so
are
glad
so
y'all are
excited.
coming. I'm so excited, and Logan doing some bank work for you too. Are you done? Maybe.
No, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Oh, yeah. We've talked about that. We've got to figure out all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Lisa's like interested too. She's like, oh yeah, definitely. And I asked that lady at that shop, and I was like, yeah, I'll get mine from Logan. Thanks a lot. Have you heard of Nocturnity? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. So, yeah. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about actually doing any more videos. Are you going to be doing any more rock videos or anything like that? Or when and where can we go investigate? Because we still are owed an investigation, right? So is Mr. Man going to let you free to do a little investigation here and there? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, yeah, I'm so lucky to, and I don't know if I talked about this on your show before, but how Will and I met is really funny. Like, we weren't really, it kind of happened by chance. I happened to be at the Magnolia. I took my mom, like, we were just there to just investigate, just to check it out. And he ended up being there doing his radio show, and then we met, and then I ended up on the show. And then it ended up being, okay, well, I'm on every week. And then it ended up me being, that night he was like, do you mind if I interview you? I'm doing a documentary, I'm doing a paranormal documentary. Can I interview you? I was like, oh, sure, yeah, absolutely. I think I was wearing my very first Dark Doll shirt, which is very pathetic. And I've kept it just because it is, I want to keep it till, till it's, I'm old and gray. And I'm like, look at this thing. Like, it's so sad. But I was proud of it at the time. But no, it wasn't a planned deal and everything. Just, he appreciated my brand and how, what I did and how I was in tune with everything. And so, no, I appreciate his support and bringing me on board, not only for Voice and but now Swinging at Shadows. Like, it's huge. But no, I mean, there's freedom, and we can definitely, we will, damn it, we're going to do an investigation, I promise. And yeah. But, what was the first thing? Oh, the videos. Yeah, there's some, I've actually been asked, there's a couple of ideas out there. Again, it's so hard to talk about things when they're not set in stone, because I want to so badly. But
because you'd have to kill me, and you can't do that.
Sorry. No, there's going to be some. And then I've got my YouTube channel, and so everybody's got a YouTube channel now. And I've been meaning to put my stuff out there as far as just me chit-chatting, or me going around my house, or me doing daily things, and me trying to make up things. I really need to take advantage of my brand a little bit more, and put more videos out there, especially through my website, which we all know I'm very bad about keeping up with. But it's there, and it looks decent for me, kind of, I tried. It looks good for the. I'm actually Geo is working, which I call him Geo. Okay. Okay. Well, he actually came a couple weeks ago and shot me talking actually right here in the middle of my house, and about my brand, just a short promo video to put up on my website. So I take back everything I just said. I am getting back up to speed with my website. I keep forgetting about that video. But no, he wants to do video work for me, and I love him dearly. He was one of the first people I met when I moved to Austin. He shot our investigation at Shoal Creek, which is somewhere on YouTube, and God, I look back on it, and it's just so, man.
Well, yeah, Geo, I was actually going to contact him because Randy Hardy from Deep South Paranormal and I, when we first met in Tyler, it was like click, 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 click. Everything clicked. And I'm like, but
Yeah.
you're a dude. This is so strange. And you're like 20 something years old? He thought I was 33. He freaked out when I told him how old I was. He couldn't believe it. But the thing that we do is we like to investigate alone. And I said, I have another friend that loves to investigate alone. And then my little brain starts churning and stuff, and I'm like, yeah.
Right,
So we'll have to talk. But anyway, Randy and I, we actually snuck off alone and investigated with Melissa, a girl that's on PSNO, and it got a little crazy in the room. It got a little, we got called a few names on the Echo Box. We were told to take our clothes off practically, and I was like, yeah, him first. I'm not. and so, it was wild. We had a great time together, but we liked the investigating alone thing. And people sometimes don't understand why we like to investigate alone. Why is it that you like to investigate alone? Tell the audience why we actually like to investigate alone.
There's this thing called anxiety, and I have horrible anxiety and have ever since I was a baby. Not only that, but also I'm more so an energy vampire than other things, but more so an energy vampire. Energy's just it, and oh God, I can't explain it. It's either good energy or bad energy, and I feel it with people, places, things. You name it, and I'm 26 now. I've been dealing with it since I was a kid, and so not only is it big, day-to-day life and working and dealing with the living, but when I go to a place that's active, it's just so overwhelming, and it's just, I don't know, it's just easier for me to be by myself or with one or two other people at the most. People tend to piss me off, and I've hosted groups and tours, and I'm like, go, I get bitchy. Sorry, but it pisses be quiet, stop crying, quit freaking out. Like, you should have thought about this before you dabble. It's just, and I don't know, maybe I'm just pissy and negative in that sense. And I'll take it. I don't care. I just can't deal with certain people's energies. And when you mix those two worlds, I just deal with it differently, and it drives me crazy. So it's just, I don't know. It's just so much easier for me to keep it
simple. Yeah. See, that's
because
why
you can feel so much more. You can feel so much more. You don't know if a noise you're hearing is because somebody's screwing around the back. And I'll yell at somebody like, "You need to leave, or you need to be quiet." So I think the last public investigation I did was last year at the Indiana Beach Amusement Park for the Lost Limbs Foundation. That was Steve Gonzalez was there. Oh my gosh, I just went blank. Oh my gosh, wow. There were a couple people there that are well in the paranormal community. Josh Gates. Geez, sorry, Josh. That was last summer or last fall. But awful. These people just going in with all their equipment. It's like, look what I have. And I'm like, do you know how it works? Like, turn that off. Like, that. Actually, because we only took a few people in at a time. Eventually, because it was just overwhelming, just all the people that showed up. So we were taking a few people in at a time without their equipment. It was like, just sit and listen. Have you ever just gone to, and I'm not asking you, I'm not,
right.
I know how you work, but just people in general, have you ever just gone to a location and just sat in a room that's been heavily active and just talked?
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
With nothing.
What do you think people did back in the paranormal is something that is never going to go away. Period. It's never going to go away. Our ancestors were involved. Technology has only helped us bridge that gap between the two worlds. And yeah, we're thankful for that. But the amount of people that go to these things now.
Overwhelming. Yeah.
It's so overwhelming. I just can't.
Yeah. Well, because the thing I can't stand is when I'm in the room with people and you're trying to do an EVP session, like you said, or you're trying to just be quiet and see if something happens, or just talk like a conversation, like with two people or something, drives me crazy. It's like, or somebody goes, "Oh shit, did you see that shadow? Oh crap, I just felt something touch
No.
me." It drives me crazy because I'm like,
No.
"Bullshit, no, you didn't."
I
Because I can
I
feel
know.
spirits, and they're not
Yep.
in you right now.
Right?
Okay, so stop, and that drives me nuts. So me and Randy, that's why I said before the night's over, because he put me with Hart, the guy that goes, "Come to the bell," you know, the guy with the gree stick, and he looks like
Oh,
size.
yes.
I got
Yes.
teams with him. Okay.
Gorgeous.
Yes. Couldn't understand 5 words of what the man said. He's the nicest guy in the world, but I was like having hell, and I said, "You need subtitles." So anyway, I ended up investigating a couple times with him and stuff, and seeing how he did. And the voodoo priestess Bloody Mary stopped by, and blessed his gree stick, which was way cool. And yeah, we got to witness all that. And then after that, I go, "Okay, Randy, we're getting the hell out of here because I'm overwhelmed. I'm getting way too much. I can't even concentrate on what the hell's going on, and I know there's a kid following me."
Okay.
I said, "I feel him. I had contact with him. He won't leave me alone. He keeps following me around because I guess he knows I have a child, a little boy, and so he feels a connection of some sort, and I'm an empath. So it's like, come with me, across my forehead."
Yeah.
So we did, and it was so much better when it was just me, Randy, and Melissa. It was just like calmer and more in tune with what was going on, and not all this outer crap that people talk about. It's just like, just be quiet. We'll talk about what you felt later, but don't whisper to your friend, "Holy shit, did you see that?" Because,
Right?
yeah, it drives me nuts. I mean, I'm sorry, people, but it drives me crazy. But
Yeah.
so
My biggest thing is when people, sorry to interrupt, this is huge
No.
for me, and I say it all the time, and I'll never stop saying it. When people say, "Oh, I do it for the adrenaline rush," and it's like, oh, no, it's such a horrible thing to say. No, what I usually say, you need to go skydiving, or you need to do something that's not this, because
you don't do this for an adrenaline rush. It is an adrenaline rush, but that's not the reason
it
you
is.
should do it.
no.
It does get your blood pumping when you know something's standing right next to you that you really can't see, that's not living. Like your shadow thing that you had in Voices of the Unknown. What in the hell was that? That still puzzles me. I still try to think, was it the angle of the light? No, there's no way. She's tiny.
Well,
There's nothing like that.
We have gone back, and I've had my hair different. I've done different things, and there's
Won't come
no
back.
question. There's no question what that was, and it's so funny whenever I talk to people now that have heard of me and they have questions. I'm like, I send them to the movie and the trailer on YouTube because it shows that moment. It's like, you want to see what attaches to me, what follows me, and what I see and feel. There you go, right there. You want to see what? Yeah, and yeah. Will just said. I mean, that you don't. That I don't know. We have tried to research who or what that may be. It's obviously a demonic figure of some sort. God only knows who and what it is. I haven't really dabbled to find out. I've accepted it, and I'd go back and let it happen again. I mean, it's a big reason why dating seems to not work out for me, because these things are with me quite often. I wake up to these things. These things are around, and I say things. I shouldn't call them things. It's they are spirits.
They don't have a form.
It's good and bad, and that was definitely bad. And yeah, it was a trip. I'm so thankful it happened. Though I'm so thankful for it. Like, there were so many people disturbed when that came. I mean, I remember people at the screening not wanting to talk to me. Like, they were just kind of like,
Why?
And
I guess you jump out of you or something at them or something like that. That's so crazy.
I don't know, probably. I don't know. But no, it was really cool. I'm glad it happened. So glad.
So what do you have coming up that people can be looking forward to, that you can actually tell us about? Now, actually, you've got 2 videos out. Tell them what 2 videos you are on. I know it's Memory of a Melody, Phantoms and Shadows, are correct?
Oh yeah, you're talking.
Okay, now the other video is called.
Yeah.
I can't ever think of the other video.
It's Decoded Feedback, and I haven't posted it in. I need to repost it. It's on my website. Anything I've been featured on is on darkparanormal.com. times. It's all there. And I try to post, but it's spring and summer are busy for me as far as makeup goes. So catching up on my Facebook is so difficult. And Twitter too. I love Twitter. Twitter's huge, but I always have to set reminders like, oh, I need to post some shit. So my website, darkdogparanormal.com, pay for it, go check it out, please. Like, if there's anything that's new or going to be released, I try to post there before anything else. Because I'm somewhat selective with my Facebook. I have to be. I've got crazy people out there. I got to keep my Facebook under lock and key sometimes and not let everybody in. I can't say the same for other people I know. They'll kind of, let them have access to their. I have to be careful with all I say. So my website is to go see those kinds of things and upcoming things and random things, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think some of your posts are awesome, and the ones I love the most are the ones when you get real fired up about animals and stuff, because you're a big animal lover, which I am too. But when you get fired up, I'm like, ooh, what the hell is going on here? So I have to, because it makes you mad. They treat animals that way, and you're just like,
I can't. I mean, I'm a compassionate person towards humans, I guess. I am, but animals don't have a voice, and I don't know. I grew up in the country with 13 barn cats that I took care of at one point. So, I mean, and then horses and cattle. I don't know. I'm huge, big on animals. Just huge. Anything I can give, I do. If there's any petitions going on, I get really frustrated. Not when people that I know can't give back financially, because I understand we all get in holes and can't. I get that. I've been there and know. Self-employed, I get it. But when it comes to like signing petitions, like, come on, like sign the damn thing. Like, just put your net, like, and some people just won't do it, and that frustrates the hell out of me. But yeah, I do get really fired up on how people treat. I just don't get it. I will never understand how people just treat animals sometimes. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I really don't.
Well, I am glad that you're like that, actually, and I'm really glad that you have come back on my show, and I know that I will have to have you back now, because the things that you can't tell me, I'm going to have to know what the hell they are next time. I mean, it'll be released, and I'm sure I'll know right away, but my audience won't know, and we'll leave them hanging, so we can't do that to them. You can find Alyssa actually on darkdogparanormal.com if you would like to, and find out what she's doing. And like she said, Facebook, you can try, but we'll have to Just kidding. No, but I'll have everything she's doing pretty much on the Close to Death page or my page, and let everybody know what you're up to. But I appreciate you coming on my show tonight.
Always.
And I will see you soon, and we will get to investigate. And hey, Will, see you soon.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good evening.
You too.
All right, bye. All right, well, that was Alyssa. I hope y'all enjoyed that. We found out a couple of things about, vampires and what's been going on with her. She's got all kinds of things going on, so it's always fun. Have a couple of things to announce real quick. First off, you can find us on fearparanormal.wix.com/fear-1, and that's our website. You can also get equipment from Paranologies and from Ghost Hunter Store, both on there. You can contact me for either or, and I can save you some money. On August the 23rd, we have a deal at Beckham Hotel, an investigation overnight. We have 4 tickets left for $52 a piece. If you'll look on Fear's Facebook page, you will see the information for that. It's called Beckham Hotel Investigation. On August the 30th, we have Dakota Lawrence, the NOLA Ghost Hunting Tours, Paranormal Society of New Orleans, and Fear bring Dakota Lawrence to New Orleans on August 30th for 2 gallery readings at the Gemini. It's in the French Quarter, and it's $50, and there's only 25 tickets per gallery, so that you'll more than likely get a reading. The chances are a whole lot better with a smaller gallery. So there's 25 tickets per gallery. Get your tickets now. Look on our Facebook page for that as well. And in September, we are going down to San Antonio for Phantom Fest. It's going to be amazing. Dakota will be also down there along with other people. There will be Steve Santini, just Aaron Houdini. There's going to be all kinds, just a big, huge lineup. So look on Phantom Fest Facebook page and check that out. On October 3rd, Mississippi Parafest will be in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and it is a fundraiser. If you would look on the graphic, it will show you how to get tickets. I think they have just a few VIP tickets left. Randy Hardy, my buddies Randy Hardy and Kevin Betzer and Chris Melanson, along with a whole lineup of other people will be there, so you got to check that out. And I will be there with a table for Ghost Hunter Store and Paranologies. So make sure you come. And then, as we talked about with Alyssa, the Vampire Ball of Austin, which is going to be the Romanian Nights theme, and it is going to be October 25th in Austin, Texas. I will have links to that as well on Close to Death's Facebook page. So if you would like to look at any of those or get tickets, please let me know. You can always inbox me on the Fear page, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Next week, we will have Tracy Ray and Keith Ramsey come on, and they will be my special guest. I would like to thank my sponsors, Miss Hattie's Place in Belton, Texas. If you want an investigation, we're having a special down there until October 1st. If you get your investigation booked by October 1st, it will be $200 with a $100 deposit. So just the phone number is there on the screen. Just give us a call, and we will set you up anytime. Then we have Galena's Murder Bordello in Galena, Kansas. They are my other sponsor. I appreciate everything they've done, all the support. Just look up Galena's Murder Bordello on Facebook and check it out. It is the most amazing, most beautiful bordello I think I've seen. Antiques galore, and it is active as can be. Lots of history there. The last but not least of my sponsors is NOLA Ghost Hunting Tours. My buddy Chris Melanson and Kevin Betzer. They do the tours down there in New Orleans at the Gemini, and it's actually not a tour, it's an actual investigation. They don't walk you outside and tell you the history of the buildings. They actually investigate with you. So give them a call, and when you're in New Orleans, look them up because they're the best. And I appreciate you listening tonight. Tune in next week for Tracy Ray and Keith Ramsey, and peace out.